Good morning and welcome to Community Roundtable, a free public service brought to you on AM 1590 KDJS. If you're a member of a nonprofit organization and would like to be featured on the program, call the KDJS Newsline at 320-235-2900. That's 320-235-2900.
This is our Community Roundtable program, AM 1590, FM 105.7. Casey Rajewsky with the Hawk Creek Animal Shelter will join us today. This past Tuesday was Adopt a Shelter Animal Day, if I've got that right. And was it a busy day for you, Casey? How'd things turn out?
Tuesday was a good day for us. Tuesday tends to be a little bit on the busier side anyway, since we're closed on Mondays. A lot of people like to come on down on Tuesdays and check out kind of what we got over the weekend. And we had quite a few animals go home. I think we had like 3 dogs and 4 cats.
Wow, very nice. And when it gets to be springtime, do you find more people coming in going, hey, we want a pet, we want a new dog, or whatever the case may be?
Oh, definitely. People have a little bit more time in the summer. Spring starts, and then they know the kids are going to be out of school in the summer to kind of have a pooch or a kitty to play with. But not only do we see more people coming in, we also see more animals coming in as strays because it's so much more fun to go play around in the summer than it is in the winter. So make sure you're keeping an eye on them. Make sure you're trying to keep them at home and from adventuring. So.
Yeah, some animals just like to get that spring bounce in their step or whatever you want to call it. And
they sure do.
they go visiting the neighborhood, you know.
Yep, and then they usually end up here, and hopefully their owners come to get them. So.
Unfortunately, they leave. Fortunately, they would end up at your place, of course, the Hawk Creek Animal Shelter. And one thing that really, really helps is to have your pet microchipped, right?
Yes, that's correct. Every animal who comes into the shelter, whether it be dog, cat, rabbit, even a guinea pig, we microchip everybody that's here. So every animal that enters the building gets scanned immediately to see if they're microchipped so that we can reunite them with their home.
There's probably some parents that think they should microchip their kids.
Someday, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Explain the Hawk Creek Animal Shelter for somebody who's never been there. How big is it? How's it set up? How's it work?
Okay, I can sure give it a go. Basically, our facility, we adopt out any homeless pet. So we have cats, we have dogs, we have rabbits, we have guinea pigs. We've had chinchillas before. So basically anything that needs our help that we can accommodate, we will give it our best go. And all of our animals that come in here sit a 5-day stray hold. And if they're not claimed at the end of that, then they go up for adoption. And with their adoption, it's included with either being spayed or neutered, microchipped, vaccinated, dewormed, heartworm tested. If you're a cat, your feline leukemia tested. Everybody has flea and tick preventative on. And then the adoption fees vary. For dogs, you're looking anywhere between $100 to $300, and cats are anywhere from $75 to $35.
And they come to you ready to go, ready to be loved, don't they?
Exactly.
You're part of the Minnesota Spay-Neuter Assistance Program yet, right?
Yes, we are. MinSnap comes out here about once every other month.
And what all does that involve? How do you get your animal spayed or neutered? Is there much of a charge that they have for that, or?
They do have reduced costs because they are for income qualified. Basically, you just need to go to their website, which is minsnap.org, and they will have all that info and sign up for you. And they also will show a list of Willmar and how many openings there still are. And it usually fills up pretty fast. So if you're looking to get that done, it's always good to get on that list early.
Well, do you happen to have the dates in front of you when MinSnap will be out again? I know that you periodically throughout the year, 3, 4, 5 dates, right?
Yes, the next date's actually June 10th, and then they're not here again until August.
So make your plans. And,
exactly.
Is there a website for that, or a phone number, different number, or just call you guys? Or
actually, they go to minsnap.org.
minsnap.org. It doesn't get any simpler than that.
Right.
mnsnap.org. So keep that in mind and take advantage of that program. We got some events coming up here. Gosh, we're into May already. Hard to believe how time is flying. What's all coming up?
We just had a pet vaccination clinic this last Tuesday. and that was really successful, and we're having another one over in Meeker County at the Litchfield Fairgrounds Thursday, May 9th.
Mm-hmm.
And so we offer distemper and rabies vaccines for cats and dogs, and the vet tech students from the Ridgewater College do a little exam on everybody and kind of hone in some of their skills while helping some of these pets out. It's a reduced cost, so that part's always nice. Saturday, May 11th, we have a PetSmart adoption event in St. Cloud from 1 to 4 p.m. And Saturday, May 18th, we have the Willmar 5K run at the dog park here in Willmar. We're also going to PetSmart, it looks like, on May 18th and 19th as well for an adoption event.
All righty. Very good. Yes, lots of things coming up here. You know, Willmar is lucky to have such a great dog park. Two of them, right?
It's basically split into two. They like to try to keep the bigger dogs on the one side and the smaller dogs on the other side.
Let's keep the
and then
neighborhood.
There is one that you can pay for over at Fancy Coats Pet Grooming as well.
Keep things peaceful, you know.
Right.
now, you work with Meeker County. You're in Litchfield. What's the connection there? How's that work?
So basically, we're Humane Society of Candy, Ojai, and Meeker counties. So we also contract with Meeker County, and we take in all of their stray pets as well. And so if they do have a little impound over there that they'll hold them for a few days, and then they head on over this way to be part of our adoption program.
You know, one of the other things you do, and we'll get into volunteers in just a little bit, but you do pet therapy visits. How are they received? Is that a pretty popular program?
Oh, they love it. We've had actually people call in and request them from time to time. We always try to bring a couple dogs and a couple cats, and so everybody can just kind of sit and cuddle them. Everybody always looks forward to those, and we also are always looking for volunteers to help us with those.
And how do you volunteer?
Well, basically, we do have trainings a few times a month. We like you to come in and kind of just do a little meet and greet with us, fill out our form, and then go through a 1-hour volunteer orientation training. And we usually hold those, like I said, a few days a month. We try to do it on different days to hopefully accommodate everybody. And you can volunteer for, as little as 30 minutes a week or up to, as many hours as you'd like a week. We love having people here. It's great for the cats, it's great for the dogs, and it's great social skills for everybody.
Yeah, and how old do you have to be? Is there a minimum age?
Yeah, we want you to be at least 12 years of age, and, that you can volunteer at any age, but you can be without your parent at 12 years of age.
Okay. Get on the bicycle and head on out, or get get dropped off. Yeah, okay, very cool deal. Gosh, I know we've brought our grandkids with at times, so we've adopted in our household. I bet through all of our years now. Gosh, I'm thinking of at least a half dozen dogs and a couple, 3, 4 cats. And you can't beat a good pet. You just can't. Can we just come out and look around on certain days and pet the dogs, meet them, maybe take one for a walk out at your place, or?
Oh, yeah. Typically if you want to walk the dogs, we would like you to go through a volunteer training, just so that you kind of know all the ins and the outs. But if you ever want to just come and meet one or play with one in the meet and greet room or in an outdoor pen, we have lots of area outside that's all fenced in. And it's a great area to play fetch with some of the dogs, and boy, do they love that.
I'll bet.
And in the summertime, we also get the little doggy pools out as well. So get ready to have some muddy paw prints on you at that point, though.
I have a couple of grandkids that would jump right in with the dogs.
Well, just bring floaties for everybody.
Oh, they'd love that. Yeah, for sure. But what a great way to introduce kids to a possible pet,
Oh, yeah.
Maybe your youngsters never got to stand by a dog or pet a dog. I know when I'm walking our dog and I come by little kids, they always want to pet the dog. Can I touch your dog? Can I pet? And I'm like, sure, And our dogs love that in return. It's just so neat to see little kids, how their face light up,
Exactly. And what you just mentioned, too, is that's really great etiquette when parents are teaching their kids to ask first instead of just running up on a dog and petting them. Because unfortunately, not all of them, are as excited about kids, coming up to them. But I love how you said that, they always ask you first, and that's great. That's what we like to see, because the dogs usually do want attention from kids, but sometimes they're just like, can you just slowly come to me?
Or in the case of of a younger dog, they're so happy they want to jump up, and they might be way bigger than the youngster that wants to pet them, so you got to be kind of careful, so yeah, for sure. I know something I've talked about in the past. We like to feature the Hawk Creek Animal Shelter periodically on our program, and that is the fact that you just don't operate out of the thin blue sky. Gosh, you need donations, you need products and everything. Can people just stop out and say, hey, I want to donate $100, or how does that work?
You can either stop on down here and donate to us. We also have a PayPal account on our website, and so if you would feel more comfortable donating online, you can definitely do that as well. People also donate in remembrance of either a person or a pet sometimes as well. We also are, if you can't afford to donate, that's just fine. We're also always looking for foster homes.
Hey, how do you do that?
So you basically come to the shelter and get signed up. And we're always looking for people to foster either baby bottle kittens, little orphans, or kittens with moms. Sometimes there's dogs that have certain behavioral needs that would do better outside of the shelter atmosphere. So we're always looking for people with a little bit of experience with behavior for dogs, and people that have a spare bedroom for a mom and kittens, and we provide all the supplies. It's not anything that you have to put any money into. We provide the food, the toys, anything that you guys need while you're fostering.
One of my questions was, how do you decide an animal needs to be fostered? And part of that is space or how they do with other animals. So, yeah, I can see where a foster family would come in handy,
Yes, we have a lot of dogs that unfortunately, when they come in with all of the commotion sometimes that goes on at the shelter, or if we have a lot of dogs at that time, it's a high stress zone for them, no matter what we try to do with getting them outside or getting them certain special toys or something to make them comfortable. Sometimes no matter what we do, they're just not happy here. And so we try to find a foster home for them so they can show themselves off a little bit better.
Yeah, and they get a little more acclimated with people on a one-on-one basis, on a daily basis,
right,
which is really good. Be the consistency factor, Gosh, say you're at the store and you go, oh, look at that, I should buy that. Maybe I can give that to the Hawk Creek Animal Shelter. You need things, your basic things. What all do you need that you use on a weekly, a daily basis that would be a great donation?
We use a lot of Lysol wipes, a lot of paper towels, a lot of dishwashing soap, so a lot of dish soap, and also a lot of the dishwasher soap as well. We have lots of animals, and we like to make sure we sanitize those dishes on a daily basis. So that gets done a lot. And we're also always looking for garbage bags or gloves to wear around here. I mean, pretty much anything.
Anything that would make an office run nicely, or a future pet, a little more comfortable. Kind of common sense that in there, okay? Do you need dog treats or anything? Do you take food? Or?
We do. We take donated dog food. Typically, we don't use it on our pets here. We do have a shelter feeding program, and we like to try to keep them on a consistent diet to not upset their stomachs as much. But any food that's donated, we actually turn around and we donate it to the public or somebody who can't quite afford dog food or cat food at that time. And we try to help out as many as we can.
You mentioned you're not open on Monday. What are the hours we can stop out?
We are open Tuesday through Friday, noon to 6 p.m., and Saturdays and Sunday, noon to 4.
So afternoons, basically, all the way, except for Monday. All right.
Right. Yep, we're always busy cleaning in the morning.
Yeah, I imagine so, Again, location, how do you describe to somebody who's familiar with Willmar but not totally where you're at? How do you tell people to come on out?
Typically, I tell them we're out on Highway 12 just before or just after the Coca-Cola building, depending on which direction you're coming from. Mm-hmm. Basically, as soon as you turn there, we're right down the road.
Right down the road. Look for the sign, right?
Correct.
Got that. Phone number, what would that be? It's
320-235-7612.
And you mentioned the website earlier. Pretty extensive site. Can we get pictures of pets on a weekly basis, or?
Typically, the website has a little bit more of our forms, and it also has links to our Pet Finder page, and that's where we put the newer pictures and the biographies for our animals.
All right. And the website, the address is what?
The
hskmc.com. Check that out. And again, gosh, with all the stuff coming up, volunteers are certainly needed. If you're thinking about it, think a little harder and call, stop out, or can we email from the website? Or?
Oh, you sure can. You can email. It's volunteercoordinator.hskmc@gmail.com, and that will also be listed on our website as well.
Very cool. All right. Hey, are you in any parades this summer, or the county fair or anything?
Oh, we will definitely be doing parades. Those are always the most popular and the most fun events for everybody. So we definitely will need volunteers coming up this summer. We're going to try to do as many as we can.
So what happens during a parade? Do you throw out dog treats to people who bring their pets, or do people throw dog treats to your dogs?
We've gotten in trouble at a couple parades because we stop too much and let people pet all the animals. So.
Yeah, I imagine. Don't want to stop the parade, down
Right. So we've gotten to the point now where we know that a couple will kind of hang back and the rest will keep moving forward and stay off to the side. So.
Oh, for fun. We'll look forward to seeing you in the parades this summer. That'll be great. Casey, it's been a pleasure to chat here. Gosh, this is the first time you and I have had the opportunity to talk, and I'm certainly looking forward to this down the road, probably middle of summer, and then again as we get into later in the fall. And different times of the year bring different things. So
they sure do. No, that sounds wonderful.
We'll be hooking up again. The Hawk Creek Animal Shelter. The number is 235-7612. Stop out anytime afternoon, Tuesday through Sunday, and check out your next pet. One final question. I almost forgot to ask this. What's the strangest pet or animal you've had come into the shelter? Do you have anything special to report there?
We had a little gecko come in as a stray this past year.
A gecko.
Yep, a gecko was found out in an apartment, kind of wandering the hallways.
Was he wearing an insurance jacket?
I bet he was hoping so.
Probably. Yeah, I can't find my way to work here. Where am I at? Yeah. All right. Well, tell you what, Casey, let's hook up again, like say this summer, and we'll talk some more and let people know what's going on. We sure appreciate your time here today on our Community Roundtable program.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
Talking with Casey Rajewsky on AM 1590, FM 105.7. Community Roundtable continues, and we want to remind you where to go have breakfast at today and what the heck's going on for a real good fundraiser in the city of Willmar. Dave Stuhr is on the line right now. Dave, going to talk about the Masons and the fundraiser to help kids who are diabetic. Thanks for being up here, Dave. I know you've been awake for a while because you're getting ready to do all the French toast, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We have to get the griddles hot and get things going here, and we've even sampled a couple of them, and it's awful good.
So somebody's got to sample, make sure the quality is up to snuff, right?
Absolutely. We don't want to feed anybody any bad stuff, so we sample the sausages. They're over from Wick's, some awful good sausage from there, and the French toast, and we're all set to go here.
A little milk and coffee or juice or whatever, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Milk, coffee, juice, a variety of things there.
Now, the fundraiser is going on at the VFW on East Highway 12 in Willmar. It starts at 8 o'clock, going to go to about 12:30 or so. The Masons annually, how long have you guys been doing this now? It's been quite a while, hasn't it?
The French toast, we've only been doing probably about 7-8 years. But we always used to do chow mein.
Mm-hmm.
And
I remember that.
It seems that there was a swing away from nobody wanted to eat chow mein, or not enough anyway, and you have to make it in such big batches. We said, let's try something different, and we made it to French toast and sausage, and that's been working well.
Yeah, delicious. Raising money to help youngsters with diabetic youth there. How do you help? I know you raise money by buying tickets for the French toast here, but what do you do then? Are you giving money to families or right to the kids or schools, or how does that work?
It goes through the schools. If they've got somebody that needs help with their diabetic supplies, we help that. If we have had occasions where a child has needed bus transportation to the school, and yet they're within too close to the school to have the regular bus service, so we pay for it and take care of it. However we can help the kids.
And has it been well received here? Have you had good crowds in past years?
Yeah, it's been decent. We can always use more. French toast is fun and easy to do, so we've always got room for more.
Yeah, a little butter, a little syrup. I'm looking at a picture here, Dave, and I'm really hungry right now.
Well, we'll bring some over to you in just a little bit.
Oh,
How's
man.
that work?
Yeah, the VFW is where the location is. Again, tickets are at the door. They're only $8. Only $8 for all you can eat. Now, you don't hear of that low price this day and age. Gosh.
That's pretty reasonable for as much as you can eat breakfast.
Kids
Absolutely.
ages 4 through 12 are only $5. Again, tickets are at the door. And you can swing by today, again, from 8 till 12:30. Tell me about the Masons group in general in Willmar. A lot of members. Do you meet monthly? What all happens?
We have actually two monthly meetings, and there's approximately 130, 40 members in the Willmar Sharon Lodge. And we try and do all kinds of things concerned with kids. Masons, the entire upper floor we've paid for at the University of Minnesota Children's Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And most recently here in Willmar, we did a Bikes for Books program with fifth graders over in Lakeland Elementary School, and we had 38 kids that completed the program over there. They had to read 25 books in 25 weeks and do a report on them, and they got a new bicycle and a bike lock and a helmet.
Wow.
So,
man. I'd do that. I'll read 25 books in 25 weeks.
Would you?
Heck yeah!
All right.
Oh, let's see. Get me some books on safe shooting at the rifle range, to safe bike riding, to you name it. Yeah, that's a great.
Absolutely.
That's a great deal. Gosh, so you guys are busy. How many fundraising events throughout the course of a year? We've mentioned a couple, 3 of them now.
Well, this is the only fundraiser piece that we have, specifically as a fundraiser. So we just kind of take care of the rest ourselves and make it all work.
Already. So is it an active group? When you mention the members you have, are a lot of the guys involved, or do you have a core group that likes to kind of ride shotgun?
There is a core group that does an awful lot of it, and at the same time, not everybody helps at everything, but different ones do different activities.
Yeah, all good, too, we might add. You can't beat some of these great organizations that we've had. And, of course, got to say thanks to the crew at the VFW Club, too, for hosting you guys. And
absolutely. Without their support, that makes it real difficult. So
let me throw this fun little thing at you, Dave. Let's sit you down and 4 of your closest friends in the Masons organization, and you're going to have a French toast eating contest. Who's going to win?
Well, I would. I would, of course.
How many do you think you could put down in, say, 10 minutes?
Oh, that might be dangerous. It would be several pieces. I've been told I eat way too fast, way too many times.
Well, and then to throw it in there, where I'd get into trouble is those sausages from Wick's, because we all know how good those are.
Yeah, absolutely. They are delicious sausage.
Couldn't turn them down. Maybe just have a sausage eating contest, or we could roll the sausage up in the bread, put some syrup over it, and
you could have a pig in a blanket.
There we go. I love that idea. All right. So once again, the Masons for Diabetic Youth, raising money for supplies and equipment for area schools and for kids with diabetes. You get a little help. What is the Ashler Foundation?
Ashler Foundation is the 501c3 corporation that's part of the Mason. It's the nonprofit and a tax-deductible entity.
Yeah, they do matching funds then, or how's that work?
The Ashler Foundation can do just handles the money for those types of projects.
Okay. And again, they are a...
that way we don't have to pay tax on it.
Yeah, nonprofit organization, and shouldn't be paying taxes on something like this when you're helping out kids who've got some medical issues we wish nobody had,
Yep, that's absolutely right.
All
wish
right.
nobody had them, but it happened.
Are there some other guys before we go here, Dave? Are there some other guys that we should recognize that are behind the firing line, so to speak, doing some cooking and running and cleaning and whatever?
Well, must be 10 of us here now at least,
Mm-hmm.
and from Randy Moe in the kitchen, and Dan Hansen's on the grill, and Dale Johnson's out in the floor, making sure everybody's got what they need out there, and Jerome Johnson. So
And
there's a variety of.
You got some guys up there taking tickets or selling tickets right at the door, huh?
Yeah. Brad Nichols is out there taking tickets.
All right. Very good deal. Dave, we appreciate you spending some time with us here. Always fun to chat, always fun to help promote what you guys are doing. And, again, if anybody is up and around, you're thinking, I'm going to cook breakfast, don't. Just go to the VFW.
Just stop over and have it. Absolutely.
Going to serve till 12:30 today, the VFW East Highway 12. All-you-can-eat French toast, Wix sausages, your beverage, $8 for adults, kids are $5, 3 and under, no charge. And what a great deal. What a great deal it is here. So Dave, you guys have fun, man. Don't burn yourself on the griddle now. You be careful, okay?
I'll try.
All
Thanks
right.
much.
That is Community Roundtable. I'm Al Sheldon.
You've been listening to Community Roundtable, a free public service brought to you on AM 1590 KDJS. If you're a member of a nonprofit organization and would like to be featured on the program, call the KDJS Newsline at 320-235-2900. That's 320-235-2900.